Hey guys, what's up? Hope everybody is having a great day. Happy to be back with episode 20, part 1 of my golf vlog series, featuring the front 9 at TPC Colorado this time. We are starting to get close to 60,000 subscribers, so once that happens, I'll do another special 18-hole video at an awesome course. So if you want to see an 18-hole video, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I already know the course I'm going to do the video at, and I know you guys will definitely love it. Also, please be sure to click the like button, as that really does help me out. So that being said, let's hop into the video. So you can see very scintillating second shot here. I actually just rolled out of the car when I played this round from like a 6 or 7 hour drive from Wyoming to Colorado. So that definitely made it a little tough to be pretty loose and swinging good fresh out of the gate. And this was actually a really fun video because the Corn Ferry Tour was actually here less than, I think, 2 weeks ago. So you'll be able to see I was playing from where the pros teed it up at, and so on the par threes you'll see a ton of divots and all that, and it's pretty cool to know that those guys took those divots. Also, shout out to Will Zalatoris for absolutely tearing up the course. I think he shot 15 under, something like that, which is really incredible. And yeah, it was definitely an impressive win by him. And this was a really tough course, to say the least. And I thought I had that putt, just a little bit light on the putt there. And yeah, 254 yards. The second hole, par 3, it's not messing around at all. And this was definitely, I think, the hardest par 3 in the course. And I was a little bit weak with this shot as well. And this was a very intimidating tee shot because you just saw so much water left at the hole. So I kind of blocked it out to the right. But it did get a good kick and funnel down to the fairway, so it wasn't too bad in too bad shape. The pins were actually really tough on this on this course, and I asked why they were set so tough, and they had a really great reason. So obviously when you have a pro tournament at a course, the greens take a beating because you got like 140 plus guys playing it for 7 days, if you include practice rounds and pro-ams. And so what they do is they'll put pins on the edges of greens, and you guys will notice that here on a couple of the holes, how the pins are on the edge of the green, like literally less than 3 paces off the front edge or the back edge or what have you. And that's because they're trying to direct traffic away from the main part of the green so that the greens can kind of recover a little bit. So I definitely got to play this course at its hardest, but it was a lot of fun. And down hole 3 and sound up. Definitely my best shot of the day so far. I carried it just over that pop bunker you can see right there, 320 yards, and rolled out to over 350 yards. So that is a 350-yard shot with an iron, which I thought was pretty cool. And you can see kind of the layout of the hole there. Definitely a tough shot. You really can't. You can be aggressive, but you have to be careful, or else you can hook it into that water. And so I'm still just trying to find my bearings here, and I've always found it pretty tough. The toughest thing about these vlogs is getting comfortable on the course, because when it's a brand new course and you're not familiar with it, and you're not familiar with the greens or the lay of the land, I guess you could say, it's definitely tough to get acclimated. But I think that really does help me improve my game a lot. And another horrendous putt for birdie, but I will say, guys, I've been playing probably about 36 to 54 holes a day since this round, because I have finally made it back to Maryland after a month on the road, and my game has gotten so much sharper. It's crazy. And I've been playing without the camera because I've been just working on stuff, and my strategy has been to play a ton. And if I hit a bad shot, what I'm going to do is just drop another one and try to figure out what I did wrong and fix it. Because I think my mistake I made as a junior golfer, I spent way too much time on the practice tee and not enough time on the course. I think it's kind of like, if you're so think about it like this: if you're going to go to college and then get a job, it'd be like spending 20 years getting 6 different degrees instead of spending those 20 years getting work experience, if you guys know what I mean. Like, yeah, it's good to practice and it's important and has a place, but ultimately you're judged on your score on the golf course, not on how well you practice. And I think the best way to get better at scoring on the golf course is to play a lot of golf and try to score. So I've been doing things like playing like the front tees, trying to get used to getting really far under par. And I was actually really excited because I played from 6,400 yards at my home club the other day after like 36 holes of golf, and I played one more 9-hole round. And I shot a 29, so it was really exciting to be able to go that deep under par. Obviously, it was easy because it was 6,500 yards. It was the end of the day. I was comfortable. There's no wind, but it's nice to know I can do that. And so that's kind of been my strategy, just trying to learn how to play better golf. And as you guys can see, I'm starting to hit my driver really good too. I'm been really starting to tighten that down, and I have a much more stable swing where I kind of stay over the ball and cover the swing. So I'm really excited about how that's been progressing as well. And this was kind of a blind shot. I could see the edge of the tip of the flagstick, and I made the mistake of not checking the pin location. I didn't really know the pin location, but that's my fault. And you can see the pins on the back edge of the green, and this landed about 6 feet from the hole, but it just flew over the green. I mean, well, it took a huge hop and bounced all the way down, and that was just an absolutely horrible flop shot. It's one of those where you open the blade and you're trying to get it under the ball, but you catch some grass and it causes the blade to turn over and it yanks the club and the face gets de-lofted and you just hit it 200 yards past the pin. So that sucked. And yeah, I'm just making an absolute mess of this hole right now. The play here should have been with this pin in the back left, put it in the center of the green with a 7-iron and 2-putt for birdie. But now I'm struggling for par. And I was already walking this one in, and forgive the dramatic reaction, but I was so sure this was in. I'd already started looking to the next tee box. And I think those sting the most. The ones where mentally you've already put it in your pocket that it's in and just stays out. So on this hole, and sound up again. So still trying to recover from really just a really harsh bogey there. That's stuff I can't be doing. And I do think some of that's down to course knowledge for sure. And then here's another example of what I'm talking about. I did this to myself so many times during this round where I would hit a good tee shot and I would have to hit an insane flop shot just to get the hole to green, because I just kept putting myself in these spots where I had like 50 yards, 40 yards, and the pin was up against a bunker or something like that. And guys, I hit a fantastic shot to hold this green. I landed this maybe 7 or 8 feet on the green over that bunker. And these greens were rolling probably about 11, maybe even 11 and a half. I mean, you guys can see how much that rolled past the pin. So, yeah, if I had the chance to play this course again, and I definitely will play this course again, and if you guys don't mind seeing courses played again on vlogs, let me know, because I think that would be awesome for me to come back to a course and be able to see what I can do when I have more knowledge of it. Because for those of you guys who watched the Rochelle Ranch videos, I shot 1 under there. That was my second time around the course, because the first time around the audio messed up, so I just played it on my way back east, and I shot 77 the first round and 71 my second time around, which it made a huge difference. And again, here's another example. I thought this hole actually bent to the left, and it actually bent to the right. That drive I hit, I was like, that's down the center, and it ended up being in the ditch. So it's just stuff like that makes a big difference. But at the end of the day, it's my job to know the course, even if I haven't played it before. I'm not using it as an excuse at all. I'm just saying it definitely helps with comfort level when you know exactly what's in front of you. And that's definitely why people play practice rounds. So I'll definitely be playing some of those courses in the future. So another putt that I just couldn't believe how far by it rolled. And about a 6 or 7 footer here for par. Probably one of my best strokes. Even though I misread it a little bit, I started on the right line with good speed. And guys, this was probably the scariest hole I've ever played in a long time. I mean, I've never been this scared over the golf ball. And obviously, it's not a good thing to be scared over the ball. If you guys can't already tell why I'm terrified of this hole, you'll see pretty soon. So that was probably one of the weakest shots I've hit in my life. I mean, I sculled it, swung slow. But just take a look at this real quick. That is 220 yards, and that is how wide of an alley you have. It is probably 30 yards from red stake on the left to the red stake on the right. That's just crazy to me. And here I'm not in jail. I'm in Alcatraz here. And I was in the hazard, and I would say this probably was my best shot of the entire round, quite frankly. From where I was, to hit it. I hit it to probably about 8 feet. I had to take a 54 degree and hit it under the trees and land it on the front edge. And it should have rolled out more, but it just kind of got hung up a little bit. And honestly, not upset with this hole. I mean, I hit a terrible tee shot and almost made par. It was good pace. You know, that's kind of what I'm looking at this point, just trying to keep progressing in the right direction. Pretty beautiful view of this little reservoir that's on this other side of Colorado, and then you can see the hole coming back. It was definitely intimidating. And on a hole 9, par 4, 468 yards, and just trying to carry those bunkers over there. Bit of a miss hit here, but gear effect brought it back. If I was to play this hole over, this is one of the holes I would play much differently because, as you'll see here, I hit a great drive, but you cannot leave yourself a half wedge into this hole because the ball, I'm telling you, the ball will not stay in this green. No chance. It's front to back green, very firm, downwind. I hit this, landed at maybe 2 or 3 yards on the front edge of the green, and this rolled straight through the pin and off the green. So this has been another hole I would have probably hit a 2-iron to leave myself maybe 130, and then just hit like a 54 degree wedge to hold the green. So just more course management stuff and things that I'm sure will improve over time and with repetition. And now we got about a 6-7 footer for par to try to get in at 39 on the front. It's been a tough day with all this wind for sure, and just pulled it, and I knew it from the moment I hit it. So I'll tap that one in. Well, I guess it's not tapping, but I was just so disgusted I just hit it. As that's a 40. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.